teams from Magnificat, Solon, and St. Joseph Academy compete this morning on the Nordson Academic Challenge. Here we go, everybody. Welcome. Thanks for joining us as we continue to celebrate the 55th season of the Nordson Academic Challenge. I am Rob Powers. The challenge of the show is the same as it's always been. 3 local high school teams compete for points by answering questions. We've got math, science, history, a few other topics as well. Let's hear it one more time for today's teams. Magnificant, Solon, and St. Joseph Academy. Each team playing for a chance to make it onto the leaderboard. Let's take a look at the standings so far. At the end of the season, the 3 highest scoring teams are going to be right back here for our championship and a chance to be crowned champions of the big 55th season. Take back to their school a big prize, $6,000 grant from Nordson. We get it started this morning with the lightning round. All 3 teams compete in this round. We award 20 points for a correct answer. We subtract 20 points for an incorrect or no answer. We're going to start this match off with 100 points for each team. Everybody set? Your answers here must all be numbers, not words, numbers. All set? Here we go. There are this many planets in our solar system. St. Joe's? 8. 8 is correct. An Olympic decathlon has this many events. Solon?
10.
That is correct. Shakespeare's King Lear had this many daughters. St. Joe's?
3.
That is correct. The Roman god Janus had this number. Solon?
2.
Faces? 2, yes. There are this many contiguous U.S. states. Solon?
48.
48 is correct. A spider has this many legs. St. Joe's Academy?
8.
That is correct. There are this many eggs in 5 dozen. St. Joseph Academy?
60.
That is correct. This number is linked to catch in a Joseph Heller book title. Solon?
22.
22 is correct. Alibaba had to deal with this many thieves. Solon?
100.
40 thieves. Okay, for our final lightning round question from the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, here's our good friend Andy Kornak.
The giraffe are always one of our most popular residents, and a giraffe, though noted for its long neck, has what same number of neck vertebrae as a human?
St. Joe's?
5.
7 is the answer. 7's the answer. That's the end of that round. Nice job, everybody. We'll be back with more of the Nordson Academic Challenge right after this.
Nordson is honored to sponsor a program that celebrates academic excellence. We're a global industrial technology company with a long and proud history of giving back to the communities where we live and work. We donate 5% of our U.S. pre-tax profits to charity every year. Over the past 30 years, the Nordson Corporation Foundation has donated more than $100 million, and our employees have volunteered more than 100,000 hours. And now, we're pleased to support the legacy of Academic Challenge. Thank you all for watching, and the best of luck to all the participants.
We welcome you back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. If you'd like more information about any of the schools that appear this season, scan the QR code you see there on the upper right-hand corner of your screen with your cell phone. That code takes you to the news5cleveland.com Academic Challenge page. We have links for all of the season schools' websites right there. Time for us now to play Hot Picks. One at a time, I ask each team 8 questions. A correct response here is worth 20 points. There's no penalty for a wrong answer here. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will receive 25 bonus points. But before we get to the questions, let's meet our players. Magnificat, we start with you. Lily, you're the captain. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm a senior. I am a coxswain on the varsity rowing team, and I'm president of the Dungeons and Dragons Club. And we'd like to thank our advisor, Mr. Sislak. Nicely
done. Welcome. Hi, Finnegan.
Hi, I'm Finnegan. I'm a senior. I'm in National Honor Society and our school's Ambassadors Club.
Welcome here this morning. Lauren, you're up.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I'm a freshman at Magnificat, and I'm in D&D and theater.
There you go. Okay, for your questions, Magnificat, we go to Varun from Solon. You're the captain. You get the choice here. Open board, 1, 2, 3, or 4?
3.
3. Okie doke. Magnificat, these questions are all yours. All set? Here we go. Biblical texts vary in assessing the height of what Philistine giant who was brought up short when he was defeated by the much smaller David?
Goliath.
Of course it is. Because it is free of light pollution, astronomers flock to Big Bend National Park to see the thousands of stars visible at night in what Lone Star state?
Texas.
That is right. In ancient Athens, the smart money was on a coin that pictured what wise bird, the symbol of Athena, goddess of wisdom?
Owl.
Owl is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here's your science question. A certain atom has 18 protons and 22 neutrons in its nucleus. Which of these numbers represents its atomic weight?
$32.
40. 40 is the answer there. We move on. There's an annual Japanese horse race in which riders dress like what traditional Japanese warriors?
Samurai.
That is correct. The idea of love at first sight got a black eye in which of Shakespeare's plays about two teenagers who fall in love despite their feuding families?
Romeo and Juliet.
That is correct. Let's go back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Which of these numbers is evenly divisible by 9?
2,763.
That is correct. A collector once paid 10,000 euros for a photo autographed in 1898 by what last Tsar of Russia?
Nicholas.
Nicholas is correct. Nicholas II, to be more exact. Way to go, Magnificent. Okay. That takes us to Solon. Varun, you are the captain. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Varun. I'm a senior at Solon High School, and other than doing academic challenge, I'm the president of our school chess club and treasurer of our math club. And I would like to thank our alternates Wyatt and Kartik for coming out here to support us.
So good. Okay. Thanks, Varun. Angela, you're up.
Hi, I'm Angela. I'm a junior at Solon. I play first violin in our Sinfonia Orchestra, and I'd like to thank our amazing coach, Mr. Bergman.
There you go. Okay. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a senior at Solon High School. I'm also event secretary for our school's HOSA, and I'd like to thank our family and friends for supporting us today.
Very nice. They thank you for being here, too. So do we. Solon, your questions come courtesy of Nina from St. Joseph Academy. Nina, envelope 1, 2, or 4?
4, please.
4. All right, Solon, these questions are all yours. All set? Here we go. The framework for the Statue of Liberty was designed by the same French engineer who built and whose name was later given to what landmark Paris tower?
Eiffel.
That is correct. Because of the silt suspended in its waters, what color names the Chinese river, which is formerly called Wanghe?
Yellow.
That is correct. At a party in early England, what legendary magician might have pulled a rabbit from a hat for the entertainment of King Arthur?
Merlin.
Merlin is correct. Let's go to the monitor. Here is your science question. Which of these weather phenomena occurs mostly in Greenland and the Antarctic as a result of very cold, dense air suddenly roaring down valleys from a height?
Katabatic winds.
That is correct. To prevent damage from algae, Columbus covered the wooden hulls of his ships with what metallic element whose symbol is Cu?
Copper.
That is correct. The title of Sir Thomas More's famous book has come to mean what perfect place in ideal society where poverty and injustice do not exist?
Utopia.
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Simplify this expression, giving your answer as a positive integer.
10.
That is correct. And that was big. This is for the bonus points. Presidents have received some unusual gifts, including a chair made out of bottle caps, a present received by what 33rd chief executive?
Truman, I think. Truman.
Truman is correct for the bonus points. There you go. Okay. Our third team today, St. Joseph Academy. Welcome, Nina.
Hi, I'm a junior. I'm the student director for our spring musical, and I'd like to thank our alternate Sylvia and our moderators, Mr. Roldy and Mrs. Garlock.
Very nice. Hi, Abby.
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm a sophomore. I'm in Model UN, and I'm on the crew team and the swim team.
Well, very nice. Welcome here. Hi, Maria.
Hi, I'm Maria. I'm a sophomore. I'm on Model UN and our school's newspaper.
There you go. Well, all 9 of you, thank you so much for being here this morning. For your questions, St. Joe's, we come back to Magnificant. Lily, we're down to envelope 1 or 2?
2, please.
2. All right, St. Joseph Academy, these questions are all yours. All set? Here we go. Many young children yearn to be older, but what James Barrie title character stayed in Never Never Land and refused to grow up?
Peter Pan.
That is correct. The Gulf Stream is an ocean current, but a stream of high-velocity winds shares what name with a type of airplane engine?
Jet streams.
That is correct. Though Susan B. Anthony first met Elizabeth Cady Stanton at an anti-slavery meeting, the two activists are best known for demanding voting rights for what other group and finally succeeded with the passage of the 19th Amendment?
Women.
That is correct. Back to the monitor. Here is your science question. Which of these is an endocrine gland in vertebrates and is situated in the neck?
Thyroid.
That is correct. In his play Antony and Cleopatra, Shakespeare wrote the phrase monarch of the vine to refer to what classical god of wine?
Dionysus.
That is correct. Our recent novel, The Mere Wife, is a modern version of what Anglo-Saxon epic involving Grendel and his mother?
A Beowulf.
Beowulf is correct. Back to the monitor. Here's your math question. Simplify this expression, giving your answer as an integer.
-8.
-8 is correct, and that was big. This is for the bonus points. Thomas Jefferson complained that the Constitution was treated like a thing of wax by what fourth Chief Justice who wrote the Marbury versus Madison decision?
John Marshall.
John Marshall's correct for the bonus points. Nice round, all three teams. We are on a roll. All right, we'll be back with more academic excitement right after this. This morning's judge is a sociology instructor at Cuyahoga Community College. It's Jacqueline Arndt. Jacqueline, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for everything you do for us. Welcome back to the Nordson Academic Challenge. Before we start our next round, we're going to take a look at the scores so far. In second place with 240 points, the team from Magnificat. I say second place because we have a tie at the top with 345 points, Solon and St. Joseph Academy. But hold on. It's time to go head-to-head. Once again, this is our picture-perfect round. Every correct answer here is worth 20 points. For a wrong answer or no answer, we take away 20 points. This is for all three teams, so hands on the buzzer and eyes on the big monitor. All set? Here we go. In this Thomas Moran painting of the Wyoming Territory, the river shown is named for what centennial state? Directly, Solon.
Colorado.
That is correct. This was the view of what 19th century American writer, the author of The Prince and the Pauper? Solon.
Twain.
Twain is correct. This 17th century jeweled watch was crafted in what empire, then ruled from Constantinople by Solon?
Byzantine.
The Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire. We ask you to evaluate this expression, giving your answer, Solon.
1/9.
1/9 is correct. These are the fingerprints of Rosa Parks, who was arrested for refusing to give up her seat on a bus, an action that led to the 1955 bus boycott in what Alabama city, Solon?
Montgomery.
That is correct. Choice. Which of these is the number of electrons allowed in the P subshell by the Solon?
6.
6 is correct. The Lagoon Nebula is found in what constellation whose zodiac name means the archer? Magnificat.
Sagittarius.
That is correct. The woman on the cover of this issue of Cleveland Magazine is holding up a celebratory cake, bringing to mind the bittersweet expression, let them eat cake. Magnificat.
Marie Antoinette.
That is correct, and that was a quick round. We're going to need more questions. Don't go anywhere. Our grab bag round to determine today's winner is still coming up after we mix it up. Stick around. Welcome back to the big show. Let's talk about our advisors from Magnificat. Gregory Sislak is here. From Solon, joining us this morning is Peter Bergman, and from St. Joseph Academy, it's Nick Roaldi and Jill Garlock. Thank you so much for being here again today. Some familiar faces. Great to see you again. Time now for us to mix it up. One at a time, I ask each team 6 questions. A correct response here worth 20 points. No penalty for a wrong answer. Any team answering all 6 questions correctly in this round will receive 25 bonus points. Magnificat, you are up first. These are all yours. Set? Here we go. Forget Denmark. Instead, find in this phrase the name of what Middle Eastern country whose capital is Amman?
Jordan.
That is correct. If you gave a barber a gratuity, you would be giving him which of these?
A tip.
That is correct. I do not think this is correct. Change one word in this sentence, make it the statement correct. What word would you change? What would you change it to?
Covalent to James.
That is correct. Combine the chemical symbols for these elements and you will name what major grain crop of which Kansas is a leading producer.
Wheat.
That is correct. If you took a vacation in Greece, you could visit which one of these antiquities?
The Parthenon.
That is correct, and that was big. This is for the bonus points. You can complete this 2012 newspaper headline by identifying the world's first commercial space supply ship, named for a legendary fire-breathing creature.
Dragon.
Dragon is correct for the bonus points. There you go. Half. Okay, Solon, you are up. All set? Here we go. Hidden in this wintry phrase is the name of what tropical city, the capital of the Philippines?
Manila.
That is correct. A person who is circumspect can best be described by which of these adjectives? Answer?
Prudent.
That is correct. This is not correct. Change one word to make this statement right. What word would you change? What would you change it to?
Diets to games.
That is correct. Combine the chemical symbols for these elements and you name what songbird?
Canary.
Canary is correct. If you know your roots, you should select which of these to describe the single long primary root of a plant.
Taproot.
That is correct. To complete this comment made by Malcolm X, add what type of aquatic vertebrates that are of special interest to ichthyologists?
Fish.
This is correct for the bonus points. There we go. Okay. All right, St. Joe's, you're up. All set? Here we go. Hidden in this sentence is the name of what Italian city with a famous leaning tower?
Pisa.
That is correct. If you made a speech that was greeted with derision, you would have experienced which of these reactions?
Scorn.
That is correct. I don't think this is correct. Change one word, correct the statement. What word would you change? What would you change it to?
Tweets to sings.
That is correct. Combine the chemical symbols for these elements to spell the name of what Chicago baseball team?
Cubs.
That is correct. Which of these three cities is not a capital city?
Atlantic City.
Atlantic City is correct. That was big. This is for the bonus points. Here we go. To complete this statement by a 20th century dictator, add what freedom named in the First Amendment along with speech, petition, assembly, and religion?
Press.
Press is correct for the bonus points. There we go. Is that a perfect round there, Cliff? That was a perfect round. We'll be back with our final and deciding grab bag round coming up right after this. Academic Challenge is online at news5cleveland.com/academic challenge. Get this season's schedule, see results, and watch episodes of your favorite high school team here and on your favorite streaming device. All right, here we go. The Nordson Academic Challenge is back. Before we get going, let's recap the scores right now. In third place with 425 points, Magnificat. Second place, 490 points, St. Joseph Academy. Leading the way right now, 570 points, Solon. It's been a heck of a game so far, but hold on. Time for the grab bag round. This is another free-for-all. Every correct answer here is worth 30 points. A team will lose 30 points for a wrong or no answer. Again, this is for all three teams, so hands on the buzzers. Everybody set? Here we go. Many books begin with a foreword, but the U.S. Constitution begins with what? Magnificat.
Preamble.
That is correct. A frog without lungs that breathes only through its skin has been found in what island nation whose capital is Jakarta? Solon.
Indonesia.
That is correct. I hope you're not hungry because it takes a half hour to hard boil the large eggs of what largest? Solon.
Ostrich.
That is correct. This photograph shows President Lincoln meeting with what Union general? St. Joseph.
Grant. U.S. Grant.
That is George B. McClellan. Sorry about that. What two French words describe the unrestricted economic policy strongly advocated St. Joseph Academy?
Laissez-faire.
That is correct. What is 20 squared minus 19 squared? Solon.
39.
39 is correct. A Tennessee aquarium once lit a Christmas tree using electricity generated by what kind of St. Joseph Academy?
Eels.
That is correct. A mountain climber might note that these coordinates mark what mountain? South America's highest? Solon.
Aconcagua.
That is correct. In 1939, writer Ernest Wright published a 265-page novel that makes no use at all of what frequently used vowel? Solon.
E.
You're right. Choice. The center of gravity of a uniform meter stick is nearest to the line marked 25 centimeters, 50 centimeters? Solon.
50.
That is correct. The date may vary, but Election Day is always on what particular weekday? Solon.
Tuesday.
That is correct. World War II's Pacific battlegrounds included this beach on what Japanese-held island where Mount Suribachi is located? Solon.
Iwo Jima.
That is correct. In addition to Spanish, a Native American dialect called Tarahumara is spoken in what Mexican state whose name suggests a small breed of dog? Solon.
Chihuahua.
That is correct. Abraham Lincoln didn't see much action when he served in what 1832 war named for a Native American chief? Solon.
Black Hawk.
Black Hawk is correct. After a boat trip that involved fighting off rebels and crocodiles, that's our final buzzer. We go right to the scoreboards from there. Holy cow, what a day. Magnificant, 455 points, third place. St. Joseph Academy, 520 points. In second place, I don't know if we had enough room here for all these points. For Solon, 870 points. You're today's winner of the Academic Challenge. My goodness, what a game. Be sure to join us next time. We feature teams from Lakewood, Mayfield Heights, and Rocky River. Thanks so much for being with us for this one. I am Rob Powers. We'll see you right back here next week.